We just did a full game run through of Alex Jones' computer game, Defeating the New World Order. It cost us $17.76.
1776.
Yes.
Yeah, if you want to see the full run through, it's going to be on the Patreon.
Patreon only, because we didn't copyright anything. Doesn't stop Alex Jones. If you watch the Alex Jones show, nothing is copyrighted.
No,
They're using,
the InfoWars Network uses fully copyrighted things constantly.
Yeah, I know they don't have permission to use them, but nobody's watching, so who cares?
Yeah.
He doesn't care. He's already being sued for $1 billion. We're going to sue him for $2 billion?
So if you don't know, just a little, we were checking in. We were doing like our bi-weekly check-in.
It's weekly.
Our weekly check-in.
Wait, by bi-weekly, do you mean like twice a week?
No, I meant every other week.
Every other week? It's more than that.
Okay.
Let's
we were
not
doing our
flatter
weekly
ourselves.
InfoWars check-in, and we saw that they were advertising a Alex Jones fighting the New World Order game.
Yeah.
So I ran right to the website.
Yeah, he dropped his coffee.
I'm not gonna release the name of the website here. You'll find it if you want it. You do not need to get it. It's not very
really
good.
Don't.
If you want to see what the game is about, which I obviously understand,
Yeah.
we just did a full playthrough. It took us about an hour.
Yeah.
That playthrough is available on the Patreon.
Patreon only.
Maya Muse's Patreon. What did we learn from playing the run through? We won't give away everything.
But he's obsessed with gay people. He thinks he's trying to turn...
Man.
Everything's gay. Gay bats, gay frogs. I get the gay frogs, but the gay bats...
Well, you said
and
it.
the gay rats?
You said it while we were playing through it. The gay frogs thing, he seems to be himself further, like, turning that into a meme.
Delegitimizing it.
He's delegitimizing it.
When it's a real thing.
It is a real thing. And what is
Atrazan,
it?
I
Just
believe.
because if you've listened to us, you've heard us say this a million times. That is one thing that he wasn't completely wrong about. His messaging was wrong. And the way he's handled it since says that he is controlled opposition.
Suggests.
It suggests.
Suggests controlled opposition. But yeah, it's a real thing. And you can look up the Democracy Now! Interview with the guy, Tyrone... I forget his last name, but he's a scientist, and he discovered that it was turning these frogs gay. And he tried to,
or whatever.
It was Atrazan, right?
Astrazan.
I'm not something like that.
It's a chemical that was getting into the groundwater and causing frog populations to turn their male frogs in the populations to female frogs.
Yeah.
Causing them to switch genders.
Yeah, and that was a real thing, and he brought that to people's attention, and he was actually threatened. He was threatened by the company. It was really, really shady. So we'll link that at the bottom. We'll link that Democracy Now! Interview at the bottom so you can see this isn't just nonsense that Alex Jones is spewing, but he makes it seem like it's nonsense.
Yeah, because the thing that I always say about it is like it's an interesting enough story that there is a chemical seeping into the groundwater, which is now all over the United States.
It's everywhere.
This chemical
You can't
is in
get
everything.
groundwater without it.
Right. And it's in a lot of plastics and all this stuff. That story that there is a chemical that's causing biological life to act differently than it normally does is a big enough story. Alex Jones took it and said that there's a New World Order conspiracy to turn everybody in the world gay. That, to me, is the definition of controlled opposition.
Well, there's not. They're not stopping it.
Well, yeah, but I mean, they're not stopping it, yes, but they're not stopping it because it's probably a chemical that is just like inherent in the cheap plastics that we make. And are they going to stop all these companies from making all this money?
Isn't it for agriculture?
I don't know. Who cares?
All right, never mind. But yeah, it's everywhere now. And you need to filter your water. You should be filtering your water very, very well before drinking it. Because...
So the 5-level game, the Alex Jones versus the New World Order, it's a web browser game. The fact that he charged me $17.76 for it was absurd.
Yeah, it should have been 99 cents.
I would have paid up to $5 if I could have played it on my phone.
Can you play it on your phone?
No.
Oh my God.
You have to play it on a computer.
Way to go. Way to go.
But yeah, that seemed to be the plot of the thing, is that there was you had to fight the gay frogs. There,
CDC. You have to fight the
CDC.
CDC is trying to inject you with mRNA vaccines.
Mm-hmm. And then the second level was San Francisco.
San Francisco. There's a lot of bums puking on you. And there was one of the bosses was just a big pile of shit.
Yeah.
Which that was interesting.
So that was fun. That was a good one. And then at the end of that one, who did you fight? Who did we fight at the end of that one? Anyway, watch the full run through if you want to get everything. The third level was
Was that Epstein Island?
Epstein Island.
We have to fight the Clintons.
Yeah, you fight Bill, who was hitting you with his something coming out of his saxophone, and then Hillary Clinton was a witch.
Yes, who said one thing. And then where did we go? Did we go to Davos after that?
No, we went to Canada, the trucker protest in Canada.
Trucker protest.
And you had to fight Trudeau.
You had to fight the son of Castro.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, sue me and admit that you're the son of Castro. Go
and then
for
the final boss, you go to Davos and you fight
George Soros and Klaus Schwab.
Yeah, and a octopus.
Yeah, that was a little anti-Semitic there.
Yeah, I think they're well versed enough in propaganda to know what that means.
They know better. Yeah,
but I mean, I guess they would say that that's just the that's like the New World Order Illuminati. It doesn't mean that it's Jewish.
It just helps autistic people. That's what that is. Maybe they're fighting big autism.
Maybe. Anyway, if you want to watch the full run through, it is kind of interesting. So,
yeah, I had fun.
It was fun.
I had fun. It was about as long as a few episodes of Christmas Simpsons, like 3 episodes of Christmas Simpsons. So I had about as much fun as I did watching that. So, all right, cool.
Yeah. Well, to the podcast. Like we said, this will be a shorter episode.
This will be very, very short. Okay, so what's on the docket this week?
You wanted to talk about George Santos, your boy.
My boy.
They got him.
The most entertaining man in D.C. He's gone now.
Mm-hmm.
For lying and cheating. What did he officially get expelled for? What was
That's
the
a good
final
question.
straw?
Because, I mean, talk us through his many crimes. Because there are many, many crimes.
Well, we went on a full thing about this a few weeks ago, but basically he lucked his way in there. It turned out to be very unlucky because they had a congressional shift, and so he just, in general, is a pathological liar, and he cheats. He stole money from dogs who need to get wounded dogs. That's the worst thing he did. What did he do? Because his sister defrauded her landlord.
Yeah, and then his big one, though, he was involved in some Ponzi scheme. So, I mean, he was officially...
The pharmaceutical Ponzi scheme?
Yeah. Yes. Right? I thought it was like an MLM, but
okay.
I'll keep looking. But officially it was over ethics violations.
What are the ethics violations?
I will...
Specifically, what was it that got him out?
Okay, so specifically what they were able to get him on is ethics violation. So... laundering campaign funds and defrauding donors. And I mean, you remember this week or last week it came out that he had given a lot of campaign funds to like an OnlyFans account. He's
I missed
great,
it.
man.
I missed it.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah. He charged almost $4,000 for spa treatments. Botox.
That's self-care.
He spent luxury retailer Hermes made smaller purchases from OnlyFans. So a lot of ethics complaints.
A lot of them.
So they're saying he is the 5th ever to be expelled from Congress. So there is a line. That's what this tells me, that there is a line, which is surprising.
Yeah. Who are the others? And has that been recent? Because I don't remember this happening recently. Also, here's what I'm wondering. Do you think he can get a job after this?
Oh, my God. In what industry?
The only thing I can think is like he could do a Substack or have a YouTube page. Like, who's going to hire him?
Mm-hmm. It's a good question. So, expelled representatives. 1861, John B. Clark. A Democrat from Missouri. And that's when the Democrats were,
It had flipped. What did he get expelled for? Supporting the Confederacy.
Yeah. So John W. Reed, also supporting the Confederacy. Henry C. Burnett, also supporting the Confederacy.
Okay.
And then nobody gets expelled until 1980. A Democrat named Michael J. Myers for being a serial killer.
No way.
No, I'm kidding. But Michael Myers. Convicted of bribery in the Abscam scandal, which I'm not going to look up what that is.
All right.
And then 2002, James Trafficant, Democrat from Ohio, convicted on 10 counts of including bribery, conspiracy to defraud the United States, corruption, obstruction of justice, tax evasion, and racketeering. That was in 2002.
He's a mobster.
Yeah, that was legit. And then George Santos. So what do we have? We have bribery, the Abscam scandal. That might have had something to do with asbestos. The Confederate Rebellion, literally the Civil War. Then we have a seemingly pretty hardcore mobster in 2002 who was voted out at a 420-1.
Oh, wow.
So
That's
that was pretty
big.
unanimous. And then George Santos for being just findings of fraud and mass misuse of campaign funds.
And what was that, 211 to 114?
No, 311 to
311.
114.
Oh, so a lot of Republicans also voted him out.
Yeah.
Mostly. It would have to be, because don't they have the House?
Yeah, he's embarrassing.
Yeah. Yeah. But, I mean, he is hilarious.
He is hilarious. But yeah, where could he work after this? I mean, he'll get a reality show if he wants one.
A reality show, but which network is going to stoop that low?
What were the Duggars on?
Well, I was saying TLC might.
Oh, yeah.
TLC they have no bottom.
No.
They'll do
And what would he do?
anything.
You think that you could probably do a reality show where he like runs for mayor in a small town?
Oh, my God. I would love that.
I'd watch it.
Yes. Or he tries to remake his drag career. Even just him and his husband trying to work it out, you know?
He'll almost definitely be on Dancing with the Stars.
Do you think they would?
Yes.
It is. I mean, he's gotten kicked out of Congress. We've had 3 people, himself included, kicked out since the Civil War.
Yeah.
So that was for basically insurrection.
And you think that Dancing with the Stars, the people in charge of Dancing with the Stars would say like, no, that is too far.
It depends.
Because he didn't get expelled for like murder. It was just being like,
no, he didn't get expelled for murder.
Man.
But do you remember when he tried to offer the press corps cupcakes and none of them would take them because they're like, oh, these might be poisoned?
Yeah, I do remember that.
So he would.
That's pretty funny.
We suspect he would. Well, anyway, goodbye, George Santos.
Yeah.
It was fun while it lasted.
He won't be gone for long. See, he did the wrong thing. So if he goes and he gets big on television, he could come back to politics.
Yeah, because he can still run.
Yeah, Donald Trump knew reality star first,
Mm-hmm.
then elected office.
Yes. Yeah. I would be shocked. I wouldn't be shocked. Do you remember on January 6th when he gave up there and gave his speech being like, the Democrats also stole my election? And they're like,
George
who
Santos
are you?
said that? Yeah.
Who are you? And no, they didn't. You're such a liar.
Yeah, so George Santos, during the preamble to the riot on January 6th, the show, he was one of the speakers, and he claimed that Democrats stole his election.
In Long Island.
The election previous to the one that he won.
Yeah, and they didn't.
No.
And he was up there in a stolen scarf doing it too, which is peak George Santos.
It's pretty wonderful. And I think, it was a pretty no-brainer that the Republicans were going to get rid of him because, like, he's not getting reelected. I mean, they will stand by anything if that's a popular candidate. But he's not a popular candidate. Like, I think a lot of his voters felt tricked.
Yeah, that's true because the local Republican Party tried to pull him back, and he just was like, "I'm already a representative. Why would I resign for you people?"
Right.
And so they didn't have his back.
Right.
So yeah, so that was it.
Yeah.
Just a little whiff that we had of entertainment, and now it's back to the drudgery.
On the way out, though, he did say a lot of stuff about like, I'm gonna tear all the secrets down. And, yeah, I don't know if they let him know any secrets.
Yeah. I'm sure you can find out secrets. I'm sure a lot of these people are like in the closet, and he may have figured something out. Probably pimped his husband out to seduce one of them for information.
Interesting.
Which, that would be a fantastic turn of events. Don't let us down, George Santos, like you've done every single time before. Come with the secrets.
Hey, this is a clip from my Patreon-only podcast. Subscribe for more, if you want.